Good morning. Welcome. Take a nice big deep breath. Bring your feet together today and then exhale it out. Let's do that a few more times. Big deep breaths. Nice. Now we're going to take it all the way down. Keep your spine long till the very end. And then just round your back and hang out here, working to stretch that lower back using gravity to help us. So you're going to completely unweight the upper body. Make sure you're not holding your head up. You want to keep that neck nice and long. Now from here, inhale, extend the spine, and then fold back down again. When you fold down, I want you to shift your hips backwards. Try it again. Inhale. Extend. Try to keep the legs nice and straight. Equal weight in both feet. Fold back down. And again, inhale, big, extend. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Roll yourself up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Keep the feet close together. Sweep the right arm up and then the left. Try to get nice and long. Take your gaze, look up. You want to make sure your neck is not uncomfortable here. Maybe pull the arms forward a little. And now slow motion, come all the way back down, equally weighting into both feet. Relax, fold over those legs. Just breathe. Big inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, extend. Keep the legs nice and long. Shift those hips backwards as you fold back down. One more time. Big inhalation. And then exhale, fold. Roll up nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Drawing in the belly. Nice. Crowd out the chest. Right arm comes up. Then the left. Reach for the sky. So you're lifting the shoulders up. Make sure you can see your arms through your vision. And now slow motion, come all the way back down. Move the hips backwards. You're weighting into your heels. You're coming down nice and slowly. Feel that nice stretch behind the legs. Let your head relax. Big deep breaths. Try to shift those hips back as far as they will let you. Then you're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Fold back down. Do it again. Inhale, extend. Hopefully you're noticing more range of motion now that you've done this a few times. Just do it 2 more times. Shifting the hips back as you extend, folding down. Unweighting completely the upper body. One more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands forward to plank. Step your feet back. You're in your normal high plank. Now pull those feet in. So now you're in bear with your knees 1 inch above the floor. And go to a small downward facing dog. Push the heels down towards the floor, or they should be on the floor. That should be possible. If not, maybe walk them in a little closer. And then come back to your bear. Keep that belly button drawing up and into the spine. Nice little stretch for the pads of the feet. Right back to that small dog. Really try to push the legs as straight as you can. Back up on the tippy toes, cover those knees, keep the belly in, look up so your face is Just looking down at the floor, but you haven't dropped the head. One more time, small dog. Up onto the tippy toes. Cover the knees. Now let's put the knees down on the floor and come into some cat-cows. So shifting the hips back as you arch the back. Maybe let's walk the fingers forward a little bit. So you get a nice tug of war going on here. Now come back. Fall in between the shoulders with the chest. Your coccyx bone, tailbone, straight up to the ceiling. While you hold this, I want you to draw the belly button up and in. And now round the back, relax the head, shift the hips backwards, walk those fingers a little more forward. Fall in, coccyx bone up, take your gaze, look forward. And now we're just going to sort of go at a normal pace of cat-cows. Do like 5 or 6 of them at your own pace. Full range of motion though I want, right? Okay, neutral spine. Step your feet back, you're in plank. Take it to a downward facing dog. Push the heels towards the floor and then get nice and high on the toes. Do that 4 or 5 more times. Nice. Now, step your left foot up between the fingers, meet me in your runner's lunge. And from here, arms out to the side, lift the torso up, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Get high on the toes on the back foot, like really lift that heel up. And then you're going to take the arms out to the side, bring the fingertips back down to the floor, and then do it again. This time when you push back up, press up through the heel, elevate the back heel, and then come on back down. And again, press back through your front heel, sweep the arms up, elevate the back heel, come back down. This is your last one. We're going to hold the arms up here. Now, take that back heel, lower it towards the floor. If it doesn't get there, it's okay. And then lift it back up. And lower it. And lift. And just do it one more time. Now lower the arms parallel to the floor. Stay up with that back heel. Give me a big forward lean, really big. You can let the left knee drift forward. You're really weighting into your left leg. Now bring your hands to heart. Lean in a little more and rotate left. Just hold on this spot for a sec. Come back square at the shoulders. Fingertips to the floor, don't touch. Try not to weight into the arms. So the fingertips are just hovering above the floor. We're putting as much weight into this left leg as we can. Now bring your hands back to heart. Press through that front heel to lift your torso back up. Nice, sweep the arms up. So right now you have your shoulders over your hips. Your back heel is high. Hold here. Try to lift up out of your hips. So everything is reaching to get longer and going up. Nice. Take a few more deep breaths. And we're going to swan dive it down. Arms are going out to the side. Take the head all the way to the floor. Step back, meet me in your plank. From here, we're gonna oscillate between down dog, up onto the tippy toes, back forward to plank. Do that 3 or 4 more times. When you pull back, you're driving the heels down. When you pull forward, you're coming up as high as you can on your tippy toes. Nice. Now hold your high plank. Step your feet into bear. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Keep your legs bent. You're going to end up in a low squat. Arms are out in front, parallel to the floor. Your booty is nice and low. You're warming up these quads. Now let's take the hands back to bear. So you've got your knees 1 inch above the floor, and you drop those hands down. Knees are under the hips. Now walk the hands back. Meet me in that low squat again. Lower the hands, walk it out a little bit. You're back in your bear. Small dog. Oh, doesn't that feel good for those quads? Hold your small dog for a few breaths. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Shift your hips back, walk your fingers forward. Big stretch for your lats. The back of the legs. Fold back down. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Take a nice big deep breath. Bring your hands to heart. We're going to step the right foot forward, big step. Elevate that back heel. Arms come up. Nice, big opener here for this hip. You're trying to lift and lengthen through your whole torso. Let the shoulders come up towards the ceiling. Try to work those arms nice and long. Now they're coming out to the side. We're going to bend into that front leg. We're going to lower those fingertips to the floor. Put all the weight into the heel. Press back up through that front heel. Reach the arms all the way back up again. Do it again. Your arms are really long as they go out to the side. Push through that heel. You really want to activate that glute to get the torso back up. Do it again. You'll notice when you really connect to the heel, how much more activation you get out of that muscle of the glute. Bring your hands to heart. Give me a big forward lean as you bend the front leg even more. Let's rotate to the right with the shoulders. Hold up. Just breathe. Come back. Bring those fingertips down. Now press back through that heel 1 more time. Elevate back up. Nice long arms. Reach for the ceiling. Elevate really high on the heel and then lower it. And do that again. Lift and lower and lift. 1 more time. Swan dive those arms. Come on down, step back to plank. Take it to a down dog. Push the heels towards the floor. Come back to plank. Step your feet into bear. So your knees are under the hips and 1 inch off the floor. Nice little stretch for the pads of the feet. Hold here just for another breath or two. Then we're gonna walk the hands back to the feet. You're in that nice low squat with your heels down, elevate the arms. Parallel to the floor, out in front, nice low squat. Take those hands back to the floor, you're right back in bear. Walk back. Bring the hands up, out in front, nice and low. And now come to a straight leg and meet me in a full forward fold. Nice little reprieve here. Close your eyes, get lost, just breathe. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice. Right up the chest, take a nice big deep breath. Make a Y with the arms, with your body. So let's bring the feet a little closer together and the arms out a little wider. Take your gaze, look forward, bring the arms out in front so you can see them. Just hold, reach. Now lift the shoulders and reach the arms slightly forward. Nice. Now, you're gonna lower the arms, lean forward so you're hip hinging. And then take the arms back up. Reach, reach, reach. And do it again. Hips go back, you're weighting into the heels, crowding out the chest, leaning slightly forward. And then reach back up. And bring it forward. And last time, back up. And then bring your hands to heart. We're going to kickstand the right foot. So you got all your weight now, mostly all, going into that left leg. I'm going to step a little more forward. So now with your hands at your heart, pushing your palms into each other, I want you to pick up the knee. And just balance on one leg. Keep working your arms, crowd out your chest, try to get taller. And let's do the same on the opposite leg. Lift it. Really try to lengthen the whole body as you press those hands into each other. Nice, take that foot down. Hip hinge, keep your hands working into each other. Bring your torso down parallel to the floor. Your spine is long, you haven't dropped your head. Come back up. 2 more. Fold. And lift. And 1 more. Maybe go a little deeper this time, but keep the spine nice and long. Come back up. Relax the arms, shake it out. Nice, take your left foot forward, your right leg back. We're gonna do a nice little hinge forward. Really high on the toes on the back foot. So my back foot is not anywhere near as far back as it could be. So I want you to feel very stable when we start this execution of balance. So we're going to come off the back foot and see if we can lift the leg and lower the torso simultaneously, and just hold while you breathe. Your hips are nice and square. Your neck is long, your leg is long. Just breathe. Now we're going to take the fingers down to the floor, out in front of that foot. We're going to lift and open the right hip towards the ceiling. And you're going to take your right hand to your waist, if you can. See if you open the chest to face the right side of the room as you lift that leg even higher. Now bring the hand back to the floor and I want you to close that hip. Just hold. Now, fingertips are on the floor, so they're helping you out a little bit. I want you to bend your left leg and then straighten it. And bend it and straighten. Maybe a few inches down, a few inches up. Doesn't have to be huge. You're definitely going to feel this. Just do a few more. And now relax that right foot to the floor. Hallelujah. Let the head go. Just breathe. Close your eyes. This is a great time to just get lost. Okay, inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it all the way back up. Sweep the arms straight up to the ceiling. And then relax. Now we're going to step the left foot back. So remember, it's not as far back as you could get it. Feel stable because you're going to be on this right leg for a little bit. Hands to heart. Hinge forward, spine long. Come off the back leg. That back leg's going to come up as your torso goes down. Keep your hips square. Think about making that leg really long. Should not be floating. Now we're going to bring the hands down to the floor, fingertips, whatever you can reach. You can always hold your lower leg. We're going to lift the left hip up towards the ceiling. Bring your left hand to your waist and open your chest to face the left side of your room. Hold here. Really work hard to get your back leg up. Now let's take that left hand back to the floor. We're going to close that hip back down. And you're going to do little standing squats with that right leg. Try not to lock out the knee as you go up and down. Think about shifting those hips backwards as you do this. So you're really working your glute. Couple more. Nice. Now let's put that left leg down. Time to get lost. Once again, close your eyes, relax. Recover. Catch your breath. Now let's take the palms to the floor. You're going to step back to your high plank. Nice. Now lower down onto the forearms. You're in your low plank. Your heels are pushing back and your legs are nice and straight. Now let's just put the hips down on the floor. Go straight to baby cobra. You're on the tops of your feet. You're looking forward. More important, you're drawing in the belly. Just relax here for a few more breaths. Great way to stretch out your abs. Build flexibility through your lower back. Okay, let's lower the chest to the floor. Bring your hands by your chest. And we're going to sweep all the way back up. Keep your knees on the floor, just relax. Hold this pose and breathe. Make sure your neck is comfy. Just relax your face. Keep drawing the belly in. Okay, we're gonna tuck the toes under, you're gonna lift your hips up slowly. And now we're gonna shift the hips slowly back over the heels. Lower the chest through the arms towards the floor, keep the forehead up, but keep the neck long. Now let's open the right hand to face up towards the ceiling and then lift that palm off the floor and reach the arm forward. Get it long. It's a great exercise for your shoulders. Close it, relax, stay on the same side and do it again. Open, lift, reach. It is all about the reach, ladies and gentlemen. Close it and relax. Left palm, open, lift, and reach. Close it and relax. Do it again. Close it and relax. Come back up onto all fours. You're going to take the left hand to the left ear. I want you to rotate that left shoulder up to the ceiling. Cross that left elbow all the way over to the right and do it again. Lift, keep your hips facing forward. This is a shoulder lift. You're not moving the hips. Cross the elbow over. Do it a third time. Really focus on lifting the shoulder. You know the elbow is going to come along for the ride. And then relax. Let's do the other side. Lift. Really work it as best you can. And then cross it over. Elbow to opposite elbow. Lift. And cross. And one more time. This should be so challenging that you're almost breaking a sweat just doing this. And now come back down. Let's do a few cat-cows. We're going to take a quick child's pose after these cat-cows and then move down to the mat. So child's pose of your choice, I'm going to open my knees. I'm on the tops of my feet. I'm going to sit back, slide out. I'm putting my forehead down and I'm just relaxing, but you pick what's right for you. Whatever you do, breathe deeply. Nice. Okay, come on back up. We're going to kick out those feet. You're going to meet me in your staff pose, sitting up nice and tall. Heels to the corners of the mat. Arms out in front, or you cross over the shoulders. We're going to C-curve the spine. So start to round. Draw the belly in. Come down nice and slow. Nice. Let the head relax. Take the arms all the way back behind you. Big stretch. Now bring the arms forward and down onto the sides of the mat. Bring the left knee, bend it. Take your right foot over your left thigh. Figure four. In stages. First, we make sure the foot's flexed. Then we move that right knee forward. Then lift the foot off the floor using your muscle and draw that left knee in towards you. Now, while we're here, I want you to use your foot on your thigh to push it forward, but it's isometric. So you're not going to let the left leg move. Now go down with that foot, push it down, let it only come down in slow motion. So it's a big activation for the hip flexor. Once the foot's on the floor, bring that knee even more forward and then lift it back up again. Resist a little bit, but let that left knee come as far forward as it can. Now you're going to use your hands to help you draw that left knee in even closer. Relax the shoulders and the face. Close your eyes and do some deep breathing. Okay, take that left foot, let it come down, and the right, and then switch sides. Make sure you're flexing the left foot. Arms are just going to relax on the floor. Move your left knee forward. That's step number one. Keep that draw forward as you lift the right foot off the floor, creating a little resistance as you're trying to get that right knee in. Keep that resistance. Work this stretch as hard as you possibly can. You will feel better because of it. Now let's slow motion, let the foot come back down, but create a big amount of resistance here. Once that foot's on the floor, pick it up again, pushing that foot into the thigh. And now you're going to help it with your arms. Come in a little closer. Still working that left knee forward. Just relax, nice big deep breaths. And let's release both feet back to the floor. Keep the legs bent. Feet are hip width apart. You're going to just let the knees go to one side. Pick them back up. Take them to the opposite side. So with the legs bent quite a bit, you're going to feel like you're rolling over on the glutes. So it's a nice little massage to get some good blood flow back there. Nice. Now, with your feet where they are, knees pointed up, just let the feet come and connect. So you're doing like a little butterfly with your legs. So you're letting the knees relax and open to the side. Your feet are connected. If it's uncomfortable and you have too much of a bend in the leg, just slide your feet out in front a little more. You can also play around with this angle. Maybe you move the feet in a little more. Hold on that spot for a breath. Then maybe take them out more. And if you're comfortable, you can roll onto one glute and then the other. So you're just sort of rocking and rolling the legs up and down, keeping them wide. And then just let them sort of fall where they want to. So just release. Use your breathing to help you let go. It's important that we learn how to do that, especially when we have challenging moments throughout our day. It's always important to find your breath. Helps you, give you a clearer mind and a stronger ability to focus. Okay, now we're going to take the right leg, slide it all the way down along the floor, and bring the left knee into your chest, using your arms to help. Now we're going to circle that left foot, big, huge circles. You hear a lot of clicking and sounds, or you feel them, you know your body's digging this. Go the opposite way. And now just point and flex a few times. And now we're going to switch legs. Bring the right knee in. Your left calf, I'd like it down on the floor. Start your circles with the right foot. Let's change the direction. And let's point and flex. Nice. Bring both knees into the chest. Keep the knees close and the feet, and just make a little tiny circle. Just over that low back is where you should be feeling this. Go the opposite way. Okay, legs bent, feet on the floor. We're going to do some pelvic rocking. So first I want you to get nice and flat on your shoulder blades. So proud out the chest, draw the belly down, and then roll the pelvis down and then up. And just keep repeating. Nice and slow with lots of purpose. You're not releasing the belly the whole time. You can feel it working as you try to lower it. Okay, now find some sort of neutral spot. It's okay if your lower back is not on the floor. Give me less of a bend in the legs. So move them out a little, maybe a foot. And then let the knees go to the right. Now you're going to lift the left arm straight up to the ceiling, and you're going to take it straight backwards. So once you've got the arm back as far as it can go, take that left knee of yours and try to rotate it down towards the floor a little more. So this becomes an active stretch. Your arm is nice and long. It's reaching to find the back of the room. Now, while you got all this stuff going on, don't forget to breathe. Okay, bring the arm back to the floor. Bring the legs, the knees back up, and take them to the opposite side. And then right arm goes straight up and straight back. Once you get it reaching, try to lower the right knee towards the floor. Should feel a really good stretch over that hip. And of course your lat. Okay, let's bring that arm back. Bring the knees back up. Bring them both into the chest. Now we circle one hand on each knee. Make your circles really big. So you're opening up really wide, pulling forward, drawing back. Now let's change our direction. Okay, let's take the legs all the way up to the ceiling, get them nice and straight with your feet flexed. So that means you're pressing your heels up to the ceiling. And now I want you to move them forward till you feel the stomach coming to the party. So you're pressing the stomach down so you feel stable. You've just gone forward maybe 3 or 4 inches, right? Hold it in that spot. So your feet, your heels are in front of your hips. So to keep control of your lower back, you're drawing the belly down. Hold that activation and in slow motion, start to lower the right leg down towards the floor. It's a little work for your side body and your hip flexor. Once you get it down, come up just as slowly. 5 counts or more. Slow is good. And now keep both heels out in front of the hips and then do the left leg. Slow going down. Leg stays really long. You keep pushing out that heel. Then you're going to come up just as slowly. And now we're going to pull both knees into the chest. Back to the circles. Go the other way. Now take those legs back up to the ceiling. Push the heels towards the ceiling and then open the legs as wide as you can. Keeping the legs nice and straight. You're just going to hold here with your legs as far apart as you can get them. Once you're there, I want you to push those heels out. So if you're feeling trembling, you've definitely connected to this. Just take a few deep breaths. And now in slow motion, bring your legs back up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to lower the right leg halfway down and I'm going to have you make a nice little circle. Doesn't need to be big. Maybe do 3 or 4 in one direction and then switch it. And then bring the leg back up and switch legs, lowering the left one halfway down. Keep both heels pushing out. Super important. I want your legs straight. Change your direction. And bring both legs up and both knees up and into the chest. Hands on your knees, make those big circles again. Lots of hip mobility. So good for us. Go the opposite way. Nice. Now rock and roll up to a seated position. You're going to come all the way up onto your toes. Get nice and high onto the pads of the feet. So lift those heels as high as you can. Try not to let them splay out to the sides. Now meet me in a full fold. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. And I thank you so much for your power and your strength. Woohoo! Happy July 4th, everybody. Happy Canada Day. We will see you in the movies. Enjoy the class.